This video contains advanced concepts that were explained in previous videos. If you're new to Bitcoin, it's best to watch the previous tutorials before watching this one. One of the major advantages of Bitcoin is that you can supposedly send money between any 2 points on Earth for free. But if you've sent Bitcoins once or twice before, you probably noticed that there are in fact transaction fees. So, what's going on here exactly? Before I explain how the fees are calculated, I want to explain what Bitcoin fees are. When miners order transactions into blocks inside the blockchain, they get paid twice. The first payment is what you would call the system, which grants them a bounty for succeeding in entering their block of transactions. The second payment is the fees the user attached to the transactions that got included in that block. But you don't always have to pay these fees. There are certain rules that dictate if and when you need to pay them. Of course, you can choose to disregard the rules and not attach a fee to your payment, but it is then possible that your transaction will take a long time to be processed. Rule number 1. Smaller amounts pay a fee. If the numbers of bitcoins you are sending is smaller than 0.01 bitcoins, you'll be required to pay a miner's fee. This fee is required in order to prevent users from spamming the network with microtransactions. Even if the whole transaction is more than 0.01 bitcoins, but the change you get back from your inputs is more than 0.01 bitcoins, you will need to pay a fee. Here's a short example. Let's say you want to buy a watch for 1.999 bitcoin. You use an input of 2 bitcoins and receive back an input of 0.001 bitcoin as change. Since the change is such a small amount, you'll be required to pay an additional miner's fee for it as well. Rule number 2. Older coins have less fees. If the inputs you are sending in a transaction are older, then there's a greater chance they won't require a fee. Old coins mean coins that haven't been moved for a long time. Rule number 3. Smaller transactions require less fees. Each transaction is made out of inputs. The less inputs used to compile a transaction, the less fees will be required. So if you were to send 1 bitcoin and use 4 inputs of 0.25 bitcoins, it is more likely that this will require a fee than if you were to send just 1 input of 1 bitcoin. Keep in mind that most times you won't have that much control over whether or not your transaction requires fees or not. Your Bitcoin wallet will usually make the optimization of inputs for you, so you will avoid fees when possible. Today's miner fee is 0.001 Bitcoin, which is around 6 cents, and is probably worth paying to get your transaction processed quickly. For more information and Bitcoin tutorials, visit 99bitcoins.com. Everything you need to get started with Bitcoin today.